Usembut Menteri Rangba Kajela ubak kami ke District Council Affairs DCA ubak Preston Tensong ulak Kular baka Sorkar jela kalakut jingmut ban pynkupbor ki laitali ki Autonomous District Council ADC bat kala buddien baka Sorkar India ban menjur ya ke 125th Constitutional Amendment Bill. Menteri Rangba ulai kendu labun sin ya Menteri Kampo yang jongkari bat kerpat ya kajing ajing menjur ke bakham klo ya ke Constitution 125th Amendment Bill 2019 ong ubak Preston haba jubab ya ke resolution balawan ra da unongalam kaliang persya umukul sangma hapo kayang dorbar ha kat waitrik nailur hakaba ula kentu ya ke Sorkar India ban penkela ya ke article arspa prapo jong kariti sensyar kari kenang ban pynkupbor ya ke Finance Commission bahkan ajingmot halur kilat kilenti ban nang penhe ya ke Consolidated Fund ke jela ban pendap ya ke jindon kam ki ADC. Ubak Preston ulak Kularu baka Sorkar jela kalakut jingmut ban pendap ya ke ka bakala bu da kariti sensyar kari ban pentre kam ya ke State Finance Commission Maria Trekam ke amendment. Halur kani Maria Trekam ke 125th Constitutional Amendment Bill ke Sorkar kan hab ban pentre kam ya ke State Finance Commission katkum ke jingbu da kariti sensyar kari ulaong. Upentep bah kajing terwa syaka 16th Finance Commission ke balawan jungo sya Meghalaya banyo ya kajing ajing mo jungo Sorkar jela bar kajing ya kenduk ru ke ADC ke Sorkar jela kal ajing mo bakan beteng ya kalenti ya jongka 15th Finance Commission da kaba ajing mo ya ki grant sya ki ADC ke Sorkar jela kal ajing mo ru syaka 16th Finance Commission ban penjensur ya ka plan bat sya ban pendan kam ya ka United Grant nakabentai ke subjek ki bahap hapo ka 6th schedule but ban penkut tang jong ka 11th schedule. Kani kan ailat iki ADC bakin penyai ala ki jong ki benta beper ong ubak Preston haba penpau baka Sorkar ki itu ya ka jinglong kongsan ban pentikna ya ka jingok pisa ka bapaho da ki ADC kenang bakin la pendap ya ki kam balabu hapo ka 6th schedule. Kam hashwa haba batai syapang ka 6th schedule bat ka 73rd bat 74th Constitutional Amendment. Kibakdaw ya karukam trekam bakerpang jong ki ADC, usembut Menteri Rangba ula pentip baya ka Meghalaya, la pelait na kajingha bantau ya ka State Finance Commission SFC, katkum ka Article 243M jong kariti sensyari. Ula kadaw ru ya kajing ajing mo jong ki babon ki Finance Commission, kabakantop ya ka 12th, 13th bat 15th Finance Commission, kibala ay kajing itu un pelat ya ka Meghalaya na kajing terekam ka SFC. Ubak Preston ulapan pa baka Sorkar jela kalapan siya ka 15th Finance Commission baki jing ajing mod hakabaya day bat ki SFC kim terekam satya ya ka jela Meghalaya. Ulak daw ru baka Meghalaya State Finance Commission Act 2012 kabala pelong an da kayang dorbar tawan ka jela wat hapadeng kajing pelat no da kariti sensyar kari. Ulaong ya kani ka an 4.8 mi bat kadang sakut kumtu. Halur kajing terwa ban penkela yak Article 283 jang kariti sensyar ka ba aibor yak Union Finance Commission ban ajing mod halur kilat kilinti ban nang penhe yak Consolidated Fund jong ki jela bakan nang la ban penhe yak song pisai ki ADC. Ubak Preston ulaong bakan ka amendment kade ka kendon ka bapediang nakabenta ki ADC. Batkan pentikna ya kajing sampisa kabakham he syaki. Habalas ngohon ya kajuba unongelam kaliang persya ulapun bena ya karai ban wengno ya kaning resolution. Hashwa ban bu ya ka sya kajing ya tap vote hapo kayang dorbar.
What do I remember?
Using a condom every time?
Yeah, I remember. I don't ignore it. Using a condom every time during sex is really important.
Wow, Ria is smart. Life will be safe for sure when condom is used always.
Don't ignore, remember once more.
Mr. Speaker, sir, at the outset, I am so thankful to the Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Dr. Mukul Sangma, an MLA of Songsak constituency, for moving and bringing in the resolution to urge the government of India to amend Article 280, which I personally feel it is the most befitting topic that we need to discuss in this August House for the detailed clarity. So I'm so thankful also to the Honorable MLA from Ampati, Madam Miami Dishira, who supported the resolution. And sir, I will, because of the time constraint, I will not read out the entire text of the resolution. Maybe I will just take only the last para, the operative part of it. Now, therefore, this House do resolve to urge upon the Government of India to amend the Article 280 of the Constitution of India and additional subclause under Clause 3 of Article 280 of the Constitution of India, and to empower and enable the Union Finance Commission to recommend measures needed to augment the consolidated fund of the state to supplement the resources of the ADCs in the state on the basis of the recommendation made by the Finance Commission of the state. To my understanding, I think the resolution has three parts, which needs to be elaborated upon. Firstly, I think to urge the Government of India to amend the Article 280. The second intention is to add the additional subclause 3 in the Article 280 that will empower the Union Finance Commission to recommend resources directly to the Autonomous District Council. And thirdly, the Union Finance Commission will ultimately, after the amendment, rely upon the State Finance Commission as the basis of the recommendation. I think these are the three aspects which is very important. As I've already said, sir, I'm so thankful to the Honorable Leader of Opposition. With a great concern, he brought this resolution today for clarification and for deliberation too. Sir, I would like to highlight the following key points for the benefit of the members of this August House. Number one, before I go into these issues, it is important to understand the brief history of the 6th schedule and the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment. And secondly, the position in the Constitution with regards to the establishment of the State Finance Commission, especially the difference in areas covered by Panchayati Raj institutions and the 6th schedule's area. Sir, the autonomous district councils were constituted under the 6th schedule to the Constitution when the Constitution of India came into force way back in 1950. And the objective was for effective administration over scheduled areas by creation of an institution called the Autonomous District Councils, keeping in mind the customary laws and traditions of the tribal people who for centuries inhabited these lands. The objective behind constituting district council was to also preserve the language, culture, and heritage, customary laws, and land of scheduled tribes living in northeast India, including our state of Meghalaya. Sir, the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments were approved by Parliament in 1992, which introduced Part 9 and Part 9A for Panchayati Raj institutions and municipalities. Whereas Meghalaya was specifically excluded under Article 243M and 243ZC, maintaining the 6 schedules distinct framework. Article 243I states that the governor of the state shall constitute a state finance commission within 1 year of the 73rd Amendment Act and every 5 years thereafter to review Panchayat's financial position. The Commission's recommendation will cover distribution and allocation of taxes, duties, tolls and fees, assignment of taxes to Panchayati Raj, grants in aid and measures to improve Panchayat financial position, which the governor will lay before the state legislature along with an explanatory memorandum on the action taken. However, sir, our Article 243M 2 subclause A specifically exempts the states of Nagaland, Meghalaya and Mizoram from the application of Part 9 in bracket Panchayats of the Constitution and consequently the constitutional mandate to constitute state finance commissions under Article 243I does not apply to Meghalaya. Number 2, sir, the 12th Finance Commission clearly stated in the recommendation, 12th Finance Commission, yes, sir.
It is now 2 p.m. and in exercise of Rule 11 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business, I will extend the House till this resolution is disposed of today. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, you may continue, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. The 12th Finance Commission, I'll repeat again, the 12th Finance Commission clearly stated that the states of Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland have been specifically excluded from the operation of the 73rd Constitutional Amendment, but the legislatures of these states have been given the power to extend this amendment to their state by law, except in respect of the 6 scheduled areas. They did so on the ground that the Ministry of Home was considering a proposal for amendment in 6 schedule to make autonomous district councils more effective. Again, sir, the recommendation of the 3rd Finance Commission endorsed the recommendation of the Expert Committee on Planning for the 6 scheduled areas set up by the Ministry of Panchayat Ministry relating to setting up of bodies similar to State Finance Commission in states which are not covered by Part 9 of the Constitution and are thus not required to set up SFCs. As recommended by them, the terms of reference of these state finance commissions like bodies may be patterned on the provision of Article 243I of the Constitution of India. Thirdly, sir, the 15th Finance Commission, in their last recommendation, recommended that all states which have no constituted State Finance Commission must constitute State Finance Commissions, act upon their recommendations, and lay the explanatory memorandum as to the action taken thereon before the state legislature on or before March 2024, After March 2024, no grant should be released to a state that has not complied with the constitutional provisions in respect of the State Finance Commission and these conditions. The Ministry of Panchayati Raj will certify the compliance of all constitutional provisions by a state in this respect before the release of their share of grants for 2024-25 and 2025-26. However, sir, the state government has replied to the 15th Finance Commission The state clarified that the 15th Finance Commission's recommendation regarding the constitution of State Finance Commission, as referenced in their recommendation in para 7.57 and 7.58 of the Commission's report and para 5A3 of the operational guidelines apply only to states covered under Part 9 of the Constitution. Meghalaya is expressly exempted from the mandatory constitution of State Finance Commission by virtue of Article 243M as referred earlier, which excludes certain states from the ambit of Article 243I. Consequently, there is no constitutional requirement for Meghalaya to constitute State Finance Commission under Article 243I, and the reference recommendation do not extend to the state. So, in view of the above reference, sir, the release of the Finance Commission recommendation is still in flow to the state government, and there is no stoppage till today. Sir, went next para, the Meghalaya State Finance Commission Act 2012, as rightly mentioned by the Honorable LO, Dr. Mukul Sangma, that time when he was also the Chief Minister, we have passed the Meghalaya State Finance Commission Act 2012, taking into consideration that issues where we thought that by constituting, by having our own act in the state, at least we will be able to be accessible to the Union Finance Commission. But as of today, sir, till today, as I've already read out, till today, the Union Finance Commission still following the consideration of their recommendation from 5 years to another 5 years on the basis of the Article 243M and 243I. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Constitution 125th Amendment Bill 2019, it is coming step by step, and ultimately the government of India, because they have the intention to amend the 6th schedule, and in the name of 125th Amendment Bill 2019 was introduced in Rajya Sabha. It is specifically in the year 2019. In the year 2019, it was introduced, I think to be specific, the bill was introduced in Rajya Sabha on February 6, 2019. And it is specifically with the intention to the empowerment, the autonomous district councils, and also to fulfill the mandate of the tax settlement agreement. The Government of India introduced the bill, which is till today lying with the Parliament. Sir, because the proposal, the resolution is to amend the Article 280. Let me come to this portion, which is very, very important, very, I should say, the bone contention of the proposed amendment by the Government of India. The bill specifically proposes to amend Article 280 in bracket 3 by inserting a new subclause CA. Let me read the amendment. The measures needed to augment the consolidated fund of state to supplement the resources of the district councils. The word district council has been clearly included here, including municipal council, village council in the tribal areas within the states referred to in clause 2 of Article 244 on the basis of the recommendations made by the finance commissions of the said states. So this clause, which is right now the property of the Parliament, is exactly goes in line with the resolution, the text brought in by our Honorable LO. So it is already, sir. So from the government side, the state government has been following up time and again with the Government of India on the passage of this 125th Constitutional Amendment Bill. The Honorable Chief Minister, a number of occasions, met the Honorable Home Minister as well as the Honorable Prime Minister of India and put more pressure for the early passage of this amendment bill. And once this bill is passed, I think all the issues discussed today, especially highlighted by the Honorable LO, will be taken care of. So, sir, I think with this clarification I made, before I resume my seat, once again I would request the Honorable Leader of Opposition, with my clarification, to kindly withdraw their resolution.
Can I know the mind of the Honorable LO, the mover of this resolution, whether he will withdraw his resolution or not?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Before I express my mind to withdraw, I would like to, at the very outset, thank the Honorable Deputy CM very, very profusely for his power of comprehension of this problem, which is a reality and which we need to overcome. Now, we have to weaponize the available commitments of Government of India to achieve this at the earliest. Honorable Deputy CM is aware of one letter which was sent to State Government of Meghalaya, informing that the Government of India is already contemplating to give effect, to take up the amendment of the Constitution of India in respect to the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India in sync with to give effect to the objectives of the tax settlement agreement between the three signatories, Union Government, the State Government, and the then pre-disbanded ANBC. Now signed on 24th of September 2014 at New Delhi in presence of Sri Rajnath Singh, Honorable Union Home Minister, Sri Kiran Rijiju, Honorable Minister of State Home, Dr. Mukul M. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, and Mrs. Roshan Wardry, Honorable Home Minister of Meghalaya. This is a collective intent which must be revered in as far as this tax settlement is concerned. And precisely to give effect to this intent, as has been formatted in this tax settlement agreement after exhaustive due diligence and discussion, now they have embarked upon the measure to amend the relevant provision of the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. But the problem is, as we are all aware, that this amendment was tabled in the Parliament 6 years before. There's undue delay. Our people are suffering. Our people have been promised. This August House have witnessed this promise, and we have collectively expected. And Government of India also, because of our persistence in 2015-16, they wrote that letter. So I think we have to see that reasons for the delay. We can never take Parliament for granted. We never know how the Parliament will decide. If all the things are clubbed together, because in this proposed 125th amendment, all other provisions in relation to the need to give effect to the amendment of the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India also cover other ADCs. Therefore, the scope of debate and discussion has become too big, and therefore the delay. That is what I presume. I can take, as I have said, take the wisdom of the Parliament for granted. But then I think we have to take up this issue specifically in respect of the ADCs of Meghalaya. That is my submission. I think we should, because see, 6 years, we have the reasons to persuade. Yes, I think it is only appropriate and befitting for us to take up this issue separately. Take up with Government of India that segregate this aspect in as far as the proposed amendment in respect of the 6th schedule provision for the state of Meghalaya is concerned, because you have all those other 6 schedule areas proposed amendment. It's very, I must say, involving too many stakeholders beyond the stakeholders which is confined to the state of Meghalaya in as far as the 6th schedule area is concerned. So may I therefore, with this assurance that we put pressure again. I know that this discussion is on. I do not disagree that Honorable Chief Minister or the Deputy Chief Minister in charge may not be taking it up. I know that we must have been taking it up. But I think we'll have to change our strategy, because 6 years is too long a time. Even that timing of introduction of that amendment from 2014 to 19 is 5 years already. Then another 6 years. So therefore, my submission through you, Mr. Speaker, shall be that may we get the categorical assurance from the government to urge upon the Government of India with utmost seriousness, reflecting the kind of crisis that our ADCs are facing in absence of this amendment. I think it is only appropriate that the government should indicate. And another thing is that we can always, I know that sometimes it may be considered as illogical or a precedence, but sometimes, as I have said, when we are confronted with challenges from which we need to come out, we'll have to find a way. How do we resolve that particular issue of enabling the ADCs to pay salary? I think government can pay some advance and always readjust it subsequently. We have tried earlier. We have paid advance. Even the salaries, even the pension for the MDCs, retired MDCs, we have paid in advance. So now we, as Government of India once told us after that increase of the quantum of the transfer of your share of taxes based on that Finance Commission recommendation, increasing from 32% to 42%. They say that you are flushed with money. So therefore, certain amount of money, I don't think it's a big amount. At least some relief can be done by way of advance, both for Garo's Autonomous District Council and Jaintia's Autonomous District Council. Our honorable member from Ampati, while making this submission, has indicated this one. So with these few requests and submission, in the best interest of our people and to give fruition to our collective intent of coming out of this crisis, I make this submission and would like to just see the response before I express my opinion on the opinion to withdraw or otherwise of the resolution.
Thank you, sir. Sir, yes, once again, I think let me first take up the last point raised by the Honorable LO relating to the salary crisis faced by both this council. One is Jaintia and number two is Garo Hills District Council. Let me be frank with you. Sir, in fact, as of now, even from the share, it is already minus. See, that's why, sir, I think the other day I've already replied. Why ultimately government seen the serious consequences if we just leave it like that? Why we said, why the Honorable Chief Minister that day said, we are willing to step in, bailing out the crisis. I think this is the issue where we are right now. That day, sir, I've already clarified. I said that don't worry, please don't have any kind of political agenda that we have from the government side, but really we are serious thinking about the welfare, about the livelihood of the employees of these two district councils, which is really very, very unfortunate. So, sir, I will not reply much on this because, as I said to you, we already constituted a committee, be it from the state level as well as to all the three district councils, and now this subcommittee is now on the job. They already even started the meeting with the MDCs, with the stakeholders, even with the employees, and then we have kept that within 45 days they need to submit a report. We are sincere enough about it, and we are so serious about it. Why we are so serious? Because even CM, he went up to the extent to say that from November, we would like to at least bail out something. So, sir, I will not elaborate much about this since we are waiting for the report from these two committees. So, as far as this issue again, the amendment, 125th amendment, sir, I could see, though I'm not member of the parliament, but I could see, number one, I could see the seriousness of the government. Because when they introduced in 2019, immediately they refer this proposed amendment of 125th amendment to the Standing Parliamentary Committee. And this Standing Parliamentary Committee, they have already visited all the states. They visited all the states who has this council. And now, in the year 2021, they submitted even the report. Though I don't have the exact date, the exact month, but in 2021, they submitted the report, and now the Home Affairs Ministry is examining, and I'm very sure because recently when I discussed with the Honorable Chief Minister, when he met the Honorable Home Minister, Chief Minister has already spoken, and sir, not only us who has this problem, be it Mizoram, be it Nagaland, and be it Meghalaya. These are the three district council which is directly affected. So we will not sleep. We will push that this 125th Amendment Bill is passed in the Parliament. And once that is done, I am very sure this kind of tension that we have, this kind of challenges that we have in all these three district council can be ultimately resolved. So with this few words, once again, sir, I would request once again the Honorable LO to kindly withdraw the resolution.
Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir, again, I would like to thank the Honorable Deputy CM. And with this observation, one observation, I would like to indicate my mind. Now, the issue of being able to create the sense of urgency in Government of India is very crucial for us, because the standing committee, we are all aware, have gone around, and then consultations have been made. 2 years they took, and then 2021 they have submitted. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 4 years. That's the reason why we must be able to press upon the Government of India to create that sense of urgency, keeping in mind the situation which we are confronted by. It is very painful when villagers are going and meeting the agitating employees. Some are crying, some are ringing us up. So, keeping in that mind, to create the sense of urgency in as far as the decision to be taken by Government of India is necessary. Therefore, this exercise of the state government to release some advance can be weaponized by the state government to really create that sense of urgency. Look, we have been compelled because of this, because we cannot be just silent spectator. Though the whole burden of responsibility was vested upon Government of India, but since this delay has taken place, therefore we had no other choice but had to give in advance some amount which should be reimbursed by Government of India. I think certain weaponization of this type of decisions can help us also. This is my submission, and it is up to your wisdom to take it or throw it, but I suggest this, and with these few words, I would like to withdraw this resolution, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
I take the leave of the House to withdraw this resolution.
Dude, Priya and Reha both want to meet me today. I just met Shreya yesterday. What should I do?
First, go and get yourself tested for HIV.
HIV test?
You have multiple casual relationships and unsafe sexual practices. So it is important to get tested for HIV.
You are scaring me, bro.
I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to make you aware. Having sex with someone without a condom carries the risk of HIV. Why are you always ignoring this? Do I have to remind you every single time? And yes, you seriously need to change your behavior.
Okay, fine. I'm not ignoring it. Sorry, Priya. Sorry, Reha. Today I am giving time to the HIV test, not to you guys.
If your habits are like Rahul, HIV test is important for you.